Hello, everyone. How are you? It is a beautiful day out here. Let me turn my camera on just to let you know I am a real human being out here doing this. It is Sunday, March 2nd. I'm outside in the beautiful weather. It's gorgeous out here. I got people playing tennis across from me. Got kids playing basketball behind me. And I'm out here giving a presentation on how to stop quitting or how to quit smoking and vaping, okay, holistically. And I believe that this is the right time and place to do it. So without further delay, I'm going to get into it. So here it is. I did this for many reasons. First of all, I have a quote. I wrote down this quote. Jim Rohn said, "Service to many leads to greatness." That is a fantastic way to live your life. Service to many, being of service to many people leads to greatness, to your greatness. I love Jim Rohn's quotes. He's really funny. He's got some impact, and he was just a fantastic individual. He brought a lot of people, a lot of guidance and success through the years, and I emulate that. So I'm following his footsteps, at least with this quote, and to give you this information today. So knowing that it all starts with us. It all starts with our state of mind, our well-being, right? Our mental well-being. It starts with our ability to coach ourselves, okay? Because let's face it, it's evolving world, this beautiful planet that we live on, it's constantly evolving, constantly changing. You've got to stay on top of your headspace. And in doing so, you can be of service to yourself, obviously, but you can be of service to many when you have the right state of mind and the right mindset. And I am living proof of that. So without further delay, let's kick this off. Possibilities Academy, smoking and vaping. Holistic guide to quitting. All right. All right. I like to stick with these notes. Keeps me on point so we can get this laser focus going. All right. So welcome. Thank you for being here today. We're diving into a comprehensive, practical, and holistic approach to quitting smoking and vaping, one that goes beyond conventional methods. I'll cover a few things in this presentation, okay? The truth about addiction. Nicotine alone isn't the addictive substance, okay? We've been hearing that, for years and years, but there's a lot more to this story, okay? The powerful strategies that I can offer you to manage your cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and certain triggers, natural remedies and alternative therapies, which I think are huge and very, very important for your health, to dive into this. And if you're already doing it, then you're already good. You already know these things. But for those of you who don't know, chemical, additives and things that you're weaning yourself off of smoking or vaping by dipping another chemical or chewing another chemical or patching another chemical, it may or may not be the best way, and it's the best way for those who it's the best way for. But if you're looking for something else, this is why I created this, okay? All right, so surprising connection between nicotine and everyday foods, personalized solutions, how you can access one-on-one coaching with me, auricular therapy. And if you don't know what auricular therapy is, I have a video that I put on YouTube about it, but your ear, okay? So we can get all into that, but I want to stay on track with this. So here we go. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding, okay? So you can make empowered choices, and, we have real strategies to reclaim control of your health and your well-being, because let's face it, if we're in the manifestation community, if we're if we're spiritually, connecting and awakening at this point, then it's crucial for us to be a clear vessel for that connection. And I believe that in order for you to be a clear vessel, then you need to really look at what you're putting in your body, right? They say garbage in, garbage out. And I'm not here to call names or point out things that might make somebody feel bad or less than, okay? Because we've all been through certain challenges and had faced certain, situations like smoking, like quitting smoking, which some people find really, really hard to do. And I'm here to tell you that it isn't easy by design, okay? These chemicals are targeting your neurological functions. So with that being said, we have to dig deep into that and understand that we can rewire our own bodies, our own brains, okay, to do those things, to excel and to quit, to make a choice, to stay with it, have love for yourself while you're doing it, and faith and believe that you can do it, and make that choice, embody that choice, okay? So this is what I'm here for. By the end, you'll have, I already covered that, and let's go. All right. So quitting smoking and vaping is one of the most transformative decisions that you will make for your health and your well-being. That goes without saying. This guide offers a non-typical, practical, and holistic approach to breaking free from this addiction. You'll find actionable steps, natural remedies, and lifestyle changes to support you on this journey. It's just a quick recap. I added that first slide at the end, so just someone to make sure I covered everything. It's not going to be redundant after that. All right, so quitting, I believe it might help if you had a date. Okay, set a date in the future and be flexible with it. Okay, you got to start off with a little bit of, well, some people can do it cold turkey. Wait, no, that's it, I'm done, right? That's not everybody. So for those of you who understand and have a little bit of, okay, I've tried this before, I've done this before, and I failed, and here I am again, all right, recommitting this. Well, set a date. I don't know if you set a date before, but set a date, okay? It doesn't have to be far off. It can be, 30 days, it can be 14 days, it could be 3 days. It could be, however long you choose, but I say pick one that's, between maybe 2 weeks to a month, okay? All right, somewhere around there. If needed, extend it gradually, but stay accountable. Remove cigarettes, vapes, lighters, and ashtrays from your environment. Okay, get rid of any of these triggers, any of these things that you can visually see. If your clothes smell of smoke, then get rid of them. Get new clothes. If you can't take them to the dry cleaners and you get them back and they're like, this still smells, then okay, it's not going to help you to be surrounding yourself with, all these different things. Of course, you're going to need your lighter for your candles and stuff like that, but I mean, anything that has to do with actually smoking or dipping or vaping, right? So inform your family, friends, and colleagues to gain their support. This kind of is one of those 50-50s, You'll know if your family is supportive of your endeavors, okay? You get that energy from your family, that they're supportive, they're there for you. That's one thing. If they're not, then you don't need to tell them, okay? I'm telling you right now, sometimes they're not the ones that you want to go to with this stuff, but if they are, you'll know it, and if they're not, you can reach out to me, okay? That is what I'm here for. My contact information is in this presentation, so you can reach out to me. There's also an awesome, I didn't put it in this slide, but it's a text that I'll drop in the comments. It's a text that you'll send out and with a certain phrase, and then it'll send back to you, and you're essentially it's called Truth, and they guide you through smoking cessation, like just tips and tricks. It's really more geared towards younger people, the way that they kind of interact, because I tested it out just to see what it was like, and I thought it was pretty neat. So they send you text alerts, they kind of encourage you, they give you guidance, and they even recommended setting a date. So that's another what do you call it, a tool that we can use to help you. Right? So create a list of reasons why you want to quit and review it daily. I think it's important to review it more than once a day. You can set an alarm on your phone, set an alarm on your watch, and you'll get that habit built of understanding, okay, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this, all right? And it'll possibly make it a little bit easier for you. All right, we're trying to take it easy on ourselves through this process mentally, okay? All right, so beyond nicotine. Examples. While nicotine is widely recognized as a primary addictive component in tobacco products, it's important to acknowledge that other substances in cigarettes can enhance the addictive experience. All right? Other substances. This understanding allows for a more comprehensive approach to quitting. Nicotine is alleged to be a stimulant that affects the brain's reward system, leading to dependence. However, nicotine alone is not solely responsible for the addictive nature of smoking. Okay? All right, it's been demonized big time. All right, sugars and acetaldehyde, right? Forgive me if I get these words a little wrong here. Tobacco companies add sugars to cigarettes. There's over 600 ingredients in a cigarette, guys. 600. That's crazy. Think about that. What do you eat? What's in your cabinet right now? Even any of the processed stuff that you have in your cabinet. I know everybody's not living off the grid and eating beans, greens, potatoes, right? From the backyard farm. So what's in your cabinet that has 600 ingredients in it? Go ahead and find it. I want to know in the comments. Tell me, what is in your cabinet that has 600 ingredients? But if you're smoking or vaping or dipping, know that you are being overwhelmed by ingredients that you don't know the names of. You don't even know how to pronounce it. I can't even pronounce it. Acetaldehyde. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Okay, I don't want it. I'll tell you that. Tobacco companies add sugars to cigarettes, which, when burned, produce acetaldehyde. Studies suggest that it, in combination with nicotine, has a synergistic effect, enhancing nicotine's addictive properties. Let me make sure I got that right. Yep. Can you imagine that? Synergistic effect. Doesn't that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Synergy. I don't know about that. All right. Pyrazines, okay? These compounds are added to cigarettes to enhance flavor and aroma. Research indicates that pyrazines may play a role in reinforcing smoking behavior. Potentially. Of course it does, guys. I have to put these words in here to kind of be gentle. But think about it, okay? All right, so monoamine oxidase inhibitors, or MAOIs. Certain components in tobacco smoke inhibit monoamine oxidase, an enzyme responsible for breaking down neurotransmitters like dopamine. Isn't that crazy? It breaks them down. Why? You ever thought of that? Why? Why does that happen? Why is that in there? Why? This inhibition can lead to increased dopamine levels, reinforcing addictive behaviors. Can lead to. No, it can. It does. Understanding that nicotine is not the sole factor in tobacco addiction highlights the complexity of smoking dependence. This insight underscores the importance of a holistic approach to quitting, addressing both nicotine dependence and the behavioral aspects reinforced by other tobacco constituents. It's pretty wild, right? Number 3, manage cravings and withdrawal symptoms. Examples: eat fresh fruits and vegetables to curb your cravings naturally. Okay, you should be doing that. We should all be doing that. Okay, I know people complain, they bitch. It's gonna be cost. Organics, it costs more. Yeah, that's right. It costs more. It costs more. Oh, at least you know what you're putting in your body more so. Even some of these other produce, they're coated with shellac, coated with, other things. They're not even ripe when they pick them, so they got to coat them and they spray them with chemicals in a truck while they're closer to your house so that they can then ripen by the time they put them on the shelf. And it's just like, what? Because we're buying them from cross seas or across this country. It's interesting. Buy local. I believe buying local is the best way to go. If you have farmers markets near you, if you aren't aware of them, look it up. Local farmers love to interact with you, and they tell you their processes. You can meet them, know their names, know the people that are handling your food. Farm to table is a thing, okay? All right, so yeah, doing that and actually will help you in many different ways. Your health will benefit in huge ways. Chew on an all-natural gum. I found this gum. It's a gum that remineralizes your teeth. There's a link to it in here on the PDF. I'm going to drop the link, or the PDF, and in that PDF are links to these things, so you can follow along. And I'm not endorsed by any of these companies, not yet anyway. I mean, I do my own coaching, but that would be fantastic, right? To get endorsements by these. But really, I'm just sharing with you what I believe will work for you to guide you. All right, so mince, raw nuts. I mean, get the good stuff. No aspartame, guys. Okay, look at your ingredients. Get the natural stuff. All right, stay hydrated. Plenty of water. Okay, I got a link to a water filter system. No fluoride, please. Okay, check your water. Right, know what you're drinking. If you got a filtration system, then you know what kind of filter you got that is filtering out your parts per million, different particulates, whatever's floating around in the water in your municipality. But I put a link here to a test strip that is highly recommended. So engage in physical activities like exercise, walking, running, yoga to release dopamine. Okay, that's what it's all about. We want to feel good. That's what we're here for. We're here on this planet to feel good, to do good, to be good, to feel great. Not just good, but great. We're here to feel happy, and that's dopamine. Okay, that's a big part of that experience. So utilizing aromatherapy, lavender, peppermint, or lemon balm, okay, also helps your cravings to be soothed. Next slide, number 4, herbal remedies. All right, examples. I got lobelia, contain lobeline, okay, actual nicotine substitute that may reduce cravings. I don't know a whole lot about, lobeline, okay, but I put it in here so we can learn together on that aspect. St. John's wort, I've taken that before. NAC, I love NAC. NAC is huge, okay, supports addiction recovery. I don't know if you knew that. NAC is a amino acid, and a lot of bodybuilders take amino acids, branched chain amino acids. This one here there's a history behind it, okay? And it's a fascinating history, so I would challenge you to look it up on your own, okay? I won't get into it on here, but NAC is very, very good stuff, and I put a link to my favorite supply of NAC, which is actually a local company called Daily Vita. Reduces cravings, minimizes oxidative stress in the lungs. Studies show mixed results. Okay, I got to put this in here, but it's effective with other therapies. Okay, there's, to each his own, I should say, right? Ginseng improves focus and may help reduce cravings. Love me some ginseng. I steep mine in hot water and drink it with some blue lotus, actually. Number 5, acupuncture and acupressure. Acupuncture involves inserting thin needles into specific points. We already know about acupuncture for the most part. Okay, and it resets your central nervous system. And that's also what acupressure can do. Okay, it's also what auricular therapy will do. Okay, so yeah, acupressure doesn't use needles. Okay, we knew that. And auricular therapy is available at the Stop Clinic. Okay, you can reach out to us there, or you can contact me directly, and I can actually set you up with a free 20-minute consult to see if this is something that could work for you, to benefit you. We have a very high success rate and nearly 5-star rating on Google or on the reviews. So here we go. Next slide. Mindfulness and meditation practices. All right. So practicing mindfulness helps you to recognize your cravings without reacting to them. It's a big part of this. It's all a part of this, is your mindset. Okay. Meditation reduces stress and anxiety, making it easier to resist urges. Listening to guided meditations. You can find a plethora of guided meditations online on YouTube. You can buy them. You can buy mine. You can actually ask me for a free copy. I have free copies. They call them reviewers copies. I can send you a link if you'd like. Mindfulness and meditation practices for sleep disorders. They call them reviewers copies, if you're interested in that. And this, I walk you through step by step on how to do a body scan meditation. Okay, there's a bunch of different amazing resources in there. Brian Armstrong is the author of that book that I was fortunate enough to be hired to read for you on Audible. So on my YouTube as well, I have a Level Up project that I have on YouTube. You can find some of my meditations there, or I can create you a custom visualization audio as well, which I am very successful. My clients find to be very successful for them. All right, nicotine in these foods. So educational insights. Did you know nicotine is a naturally occurring alkaloid? It's found in various plants, particularly those belonging to the nightshade family. Okay, while nicotine content in these foods is minimal and non-addictive, it's fascinating to know which everyday foods contain it. To me, it's fascinating. Okay, eggplant, tomatoes, beans, greens, ham. No, just kidding. If you're not familiar with that, that's a funny song, Shirley Caesar. Well, it wasn't a song, it was a sermon, and they turned it to a song. But yeah, potatoes, green peppers, cauliflower. Okay, all these things contain traces of nicotine. So it's just interesting to me that nicotine has been getting the bad rap for the whole, it's taking the weight of everything. And there's other things in these cigarettes, in these tobacco products. Okay, the presence of nicotine in these foods is natural. All right, some experts are going to fix that slide. Some experts say in amounts that do not have addictive effects, and to match the nicotine content of a single cigarette, you'd have to eat a whole lot of these things. But this is educational insight and helps clarify the difference between nicotine obtained from food and that found in tobacco products. So I just find it interesting, okay, because not a lot of people knew that, and I thank to Natasha for telling me about that. Okay. All right, number 8, lifestyle changes. This is where we get into lifestyle changes. So examples: identify and avoid smoking triggers, including specific locations, people, or situations. If you go to the bar, a lot of people at the bar, man, they want to smoke. They want to talk and smoke and talk. If that's a trigger for you, let's fill in that time with something else. Okay, we can fill in that time with a million different things. And if there's certain situations, even like dinners, like meals, there's certain meals people, I gotta light one up after a meal. Okay, there's other things that we can do to replace that, to get your mind rewired back into a healthier, holistic approach to clearing up your mind and removing that trigger. Okay, all right. Get regular exercise to boost your mood and reduce stress. We already covered that. Follow a nutrient-dense diet rich in fruits, nuts, vegetables, and whole grains. Support a local group, or find a local support group, rather. Seek professional counseling for additional accountability. You can always reach out to me as well. Number 9. All right, additional tips for your success. Reward yourself for reaching important milestones and acknowledging your progress. You are in charge on that, okay, friend, okay? Let's say that. Let's flip all these terms and these phrases that we've grown up with for years that are not bettering us, right? We've grown up with a scarcity mindset thanks to kindergarten, training, indoctrination, musical chairs, right? Things like this. Like there's so many different things that people say that are not benefiting us. Psychologically, like we set ourselves up and we just rattle these things off and we're kind of word cursing ourselves in a way, right? So champion yourself, get in your own head and give yourself some credit here. You are taking a great big first step of an amazing journey, okay, an amazing experience for the rest of your life to better your own health, to better the lives of your legacy, or the lives of your family members, to leave a better legacy. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. It's all about loving on yourself, right? Love on yourself more, and it'll be a little bit easier. It'll be a lot easier for you. And I know some of us have a hard time doing that, but get used to it. Look in that mirror, get comfortable with your reflection, look in your own eyes and tell yourself you love yourself. And first thing in the morning, I love myself, okay? Because you cannot love another person if you can't love yourself. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you know it, okay? I don't know it. I don't know your everything that you're into, but I do know that when I've gone through situations where I'm like, I know that I'm not living up to my fullest potential, I have to be honest with myself. Man, I'm not really living up to my full potential here. All right, how do I get back on track, right? Okay, and just because you're off track doesn't mean you're always going to be off track. So you have to stay in that mind space of, I've got this. I'm back on track. I love myself. I'm good. Let's better and better every day. What? Better and better. Somebody says, hey, how you doing? Better and better. Okay. All right. So if you slip up, don't quit quitting. Okay. Don't quit quitting. Learn from your mistakes and recommit. Love yourself through the process. You're doing something incredible. I already said that. If experiencing severe withdrawal symptoms, seek a shaman's advice. Okay. Medical advice, shaman's advice. All right, this is it. We're wrapping it up. Possibilities Academy. If you need support, you can message me here. Whoop, let's go back one. You can message me here on the PDF. Sends a link right to my email. You can visit Stop Clinic, stopclinic.com, and that's a link to it there for additional support and therapy options. All right, again, if you need any help or support, there's my email. Personal one-on-one coaching, I'll take you to my site, Source NRG, Source Tac NRG, or -NRG.com. I offer tailored support to help you to quit smoking or vaping successfully. So reach out to me. I would love to meet you and, share this experience on Earth together for as long as we possibly can, for our kids, for our loved ones, for our pets. Pets are in the loved ones category, right? And if it's not something you want to go about messaging where everyone can see on an open forum in the comments, that's fine. You do not have to tell the world your business and do everything where everybody can see it unless you're okay with that. But if you want to reach out to me directly, that's why I put my contact information, so you can message me privately. And I am a very confidential person. I will keep your information confidential. All right, last but not least, final thoughts. I see your success and strength on this journey. I see your success. I stand in the gap for you. I stand in the gap for anybody who's going through a challenging time, okay? Because a lot of people, they don't do that yet. But I believe there is a shift that's happening, and more people are realizing their power to help affect other people, because we're all one in this experience. So I see you as a success, okay? If you don't see yourself as a success yet, you will. You'll get there. Just believe that you can do it, and you can do it. You will do it. I see you doing it. I see you as success. I see you with the victory pose, loving life, saying, thank you, man, that guy, he broke it down for me, and I'm so grateful, right? But it's really about you. You make that choice, okay? It's not about me. You don't have to choose me. You don't have to listen to me, but listen to you, okay? Listen to you. You know what is best for you. So breaking free from nicotine addiction is a journey, but it's one you can accomplish. Take it one day, one step at a time, okay? Keep your self-talk positive through the process. Use the best self-talk. Love on yourself. Love on yourself silently. Love on yourself out loud. Who cares what people think if you love on yourself? Okay, I mean, you know, mindset, loving on yourself. You know, be kissing on yourself. That'd be kind of odd, but I guess you could. You know, I love myself. That's how you do it, I guess. You know. All right. So use the tools available. Embrace the new, healthier you. You're not just quitting smoking. You're reclaiming your power, because you really are powerful. You are a powerful being, and I believe that the divinity needs a proper vessel to connect, a clear channel. Okay, a clear channel, just like the radio. You're not going to listen to the radio on a static station, if anybody's even still listening to the radio. But know that with all the streaming services, right? But with a clear channel, a clear signal, you're jamming out. Man, it sounds so good. You ever hit a radio station where you're just like, man, what kind of tower they have? That's loud and clear. Man, that's great. Then you go and change to a station, or you're driving through a different state, and that same station is like, you're like, damn, it hurts your ears because it's something that's static and trash. You're like, oh man, I lost the signal, right? You got to have a clear connection, okay? All right, visualize yourself living a life without addictions. You do that on your time. You do that, okay? I have some guided visualizations. I also create guided visualizations, and they're powerful tools. I use certain frequencies. I have a list that you can look at. I'll drop a link below. It's on my link tree, source_NRG. And with that, you know, you can do this without audios. Okay, you do this on your own. I can teach you how to visualize so you're clear and you see yourself succeeding, but you're doing it always anyway. Okay, you're always seeing your next step in life. Okay, so if you visualize yourself as a smoker, as, you know, being, you know, a self-concept of yourself, then you can visualize the opposite of that. Okay, all right. So I remember when you used to smoke. Right? That's a conversation that we get to have. We get to have that conversation. You know, I remember when you used to vape. I remember when you used to smoke and dip. Man, look at you now, right? That's a little bit of Neville Goddard, the way he did it. Okay, I remember when is huge. So you can tell yourself that, you know, I remember when I used to, you know, insert blank. And now look at me. Okay, it might be a physical lie, but it's a spiritual truth, as my buddy Scott taught me, okay, my good mentor. All right, so we can do this together, but the first step is up to you. So you get to choose, right? You're in the control box. You're the one that's running that. Okay, so reach out to me. I am your friend in the end here, and I would love to help you. I'd love to step by step guide you through, and it's been a pleasure. I hope you found this slide presentation useful and of benefit, and I cannot wait to see your journey and your healing and your success, and hear I remember when I watched and now look, right? That kind of thing. All right, so I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your time here on this planet, and I will talk to you very soon, and reach out in the comments. Okay? All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, okay? It really does help, and I am looking forward to your future self-concept. Bye-bye. Okay, so one last thing. That text number is going to be 88709. That's the truth text. So if the word choose QD or stop to end, STOP, the number 2 END, that's the one I would suggest typing in. So text 88709 and then stop STOP, the number 2, END, and then you can get those text alerts on your phone. All right, I am not affiliated with that group, but I do find the information that they've sent to my phone very helpful with learning, some tips on how to quit. All right, so looking forward to what's next for you. And like I said, comment below if you need me. You know where to reach me. All right, bye-bye.